Yes, vitamin D3 that you take as a supplement is synthetic. Can you show me where I can get a non-synthetic vitamin D3? I'll start recommending that to people. I don't even care if you make money from it. Material Safety Data Sheets, MSDS. Aware of them, very aware of them. Worked in a hospital, had to order them for anything we brought in, including TheraBand, believe it or not, because it had latex in it. What I don't think you understand, or the guy who thinks that it's poisonous because it's decon, it's not decon. Decon is specifically an overdose of cholecalciferol, and what they were doing was like 88,000 IUs per. It was like a ridiculously high dose, basically. And not to mention that animals don't produce vitamin D in the same levels that humans do, even per kilogram body weight. So like a small dose of vitamin D3 at a toxic level is going to take them out. And the average is like 13 milligrams per kilogram body weight. That's what the average amount of decon given to an animal is. You don't take anywhere near that. Like, no one would give you a dose that was that high. And they wouldn't be giving you a toxic dose. And again, D3 is not a hormone. D2, D1, D1's definitely a hormone. D2, hormone-like. And if I have to make the decision between, and especially for the, I don't know, 1 in, I think it's 100,000 cases of people who are genetically allergic to the sun and can't be in the sun, therefore can't produce vitamin D on their own from the sun, supplementing with vitamin D3 that's synthetic and not having any vitamin D at all, meaning that I have poor hormone production, poor hormone function, poor ability to have my immune system function, I'm going to take that synthetic vitamin D3 so that I can live. And look at the comments where people are like, yeah, this was my symptom. I resolved it by getting my vitamin D3 up. You still need K2. You need K2 if you're taking vitamin D2. You need K2 to manage calcium, though, not to absorb vitamin D. And if you naturally have a lot of vitamin D in your system anyway, God bless you, please take K2 because it'll help manage your calcium. And also, again, I'm going to point back to the research. Vitamin D is needed for immune health. It's needed so it can get converted into a pre-hormone and a hormone. It's needed for proper function of every organ system in your body, including your eyes, your ears, your skin, your liver, I could keep going. It's needed for health of your hair, your nails. It's needed to fight off viruses. So, what you make from the sun is cholecalciferol. They have made that into a vitamin. Yes, it's synthetic, but what you make from the sun, not synthetic. We are not given conditions that allow us to have appropriate sun exposure every day. And for some of us, we're living in the wrong hemisphere. So unless you can drop everything in your life and move to the equator, you're probably going to have to supplement at some point in time. I mean, if you don't care about your health at all, you don't have to supplement. You can just watch it deteriorate. But I personally would rather just supplement and have my health be better. But I'm also someone who gets my vitamin D3 and my vitamin D2 tested, because if my vitamin D3 gets too high and I'm not converting, I know, because I also know my genetics surrounding my liver detoxification issues and my cytochrome P450 genetics, that I may need to do a liver detox to help support the conversion of that D3 to D2 and then D1 so that I can have all the appropriate hormones that I need, including growth hormone, including ghrelin and leptin, and hey, including things like GLP-1 in my system so that I can also produce appropriate amounts of serotonin and dopamine. because neurotransmitters are also dependent on vitamin D. And it starts as vitamin D3, gets converted to vitamin D2, and then converted to vitamin D1. And if you have to take a synthetic to get all of your levels evened out, take it.